Are you looking for the best budget and cheap laptops for students? In this video we will look at some of the 4 best laptops on the market. Before we get started with our video, we have included links in the description, so make sure you check those out to see which one is in your budget range. Starting at number 1. ASUS Vivobook 16M1605. The best budget laptop for students we've tested is the ASUS Vivobook 16M1605, 2023. This model feels quite sturdy despite sporting a full plastic chassis, and it's still relatively portable for a 16-inch device, thanks to its thin and lightweight design. The battery lasts around 8 hours of light use, so you might need to plug it in to get through the day, depending on your workload. The overall user experience is good. It has a comfortable keyboard, a large, responsive touchpad, and a decent 720p webcam. Its FHD Plus display looks reasonably sharp but dim, meaning visibility might be an issue in very well-lit settings. You get Wi-Fi 6E wireless connectivity, a fingerprint sensor for quick logins, and a decent port selection comprising 3 USB-As, a USB-C, and an HDMI. You can get this laptop with an AMD Ryzen 5 or Ryzen 7 CPU. Both are more than adequate for most student workloads, like text processing, web browsing, and video playback. They can handle moderately CPU-intensive tasks like programming, but anything that requires lots of GPU processing power is out of the question, as the integrated graphics processor is pretty weak. You can get this laptop with 8GB or 16GB of RAM. If you have trouble finding a 16GB model, you can get an 8GB model and upgrade it via the empty SODIMM slot, which might be cheaper. Storage options max out at 1TB, the SSD is also user replaceable. At number 2. Apple MacBook Air 13. Apple doesn't really make budget laptops, but with the release of the new M4 MacBook Airs, many retailers are selling their stocks of the M2 Apple MacBook Air 13, 2022. For as low as $700 to $750 US. Admittedly, that's still more expensive than our top pick, the ASUS Vivobook 16M1605, 2023. However, you're getting a lot for the money, like an exceptionally sturdy build with more premium materials, a sleek design, tons of processing power, a gorgeous screen, and Apple's amazing haptic touchpad. At 11 hours of light use, you can easily get through a typical school day without reaching for the charger. Our biggest gripe with this laptop is its limited port selection, comprising only 2 USB-C/Thunderbolt 3s and a MagSafe proprietary charging port. You can charge the laptop via USB-C, but that would leave you with a single USB port for anything else. Plus, the M2 chip can only support a single external monitor, which might be a deal breaker for fans of multi-monitor setups. The M3 Apple MacBook Air 13, 2024, is also a great choice if you want better external display support, as it can output to 2 monitors with the lid closed. You can likely find it at a discounted price since it's also discontinued, but it'll still be more expensive than the M2 model. At number 3. MSI Katana A15 AI. For students on a limited budget but still want a device that can deliver a good gaming experience, check out the MSI Katana A15 AI, 2024. Available with up to an AMD Ryzen 9 8945HS CPU and an NVIDIA GeForce RTX 4070 laptop GPU, this 15-inch model performs well, delivering smooth gameplay with high, consistent frame rates in most modern AAA titles. You can choose between a 144Hz FHD and a 165Hz QHD panel. We recommend the latter, as its faster response time will result in a cleaner image with less ghosting, and its wider color gamut will make colors look more vibrant. Naturally, there are a few compromises. In this case, it's the build quality and user experience. The laptop's all-plastic chassis flexes in certain areas, which isn't necessarily a deal breaker but can be concerning if you bring it with you often for on-the-go use. The hinges also feel loose. This is more of an issue since most people will open and close the laptop regularly. Another complaint is that the laptop generates significant heat and noise under load. For online gaming, while there isn't an Ethernet port, there's Wi-Fi 6E, just make sure your router also supports Wi-Fi 6E or 7 to benefit from the increased speeds and lower latency. At number 4. Lenovo Chromebook Duet 5. If you're shopping for a younger student who only needs a device for simple homework assignments and media consumption, consider the Lenovo Chromebook Duet 5, 2021, a 2-in-1 Chrome OS tablet. Like Microsoft's popular Surface Pro tablets, this form factor lets you detach the keyboard when you're just consuming media, and you can pop it back on when you need to type something out. It fits easily into small bags, and you won't have to worry about bringing a charger, as the battery lasts around 10 hours of light use. If you need to charge it, you can do so over USB-C, so you don't have to deal with a proprietary charger. This tablet's standout feature is its OLED display. It gets bright enough to combat glare in most indoor settings, and unlike the display on most budget devices, it doesn't look washed out, thanks to its full sRGB and DCI-P3 coverage. As with all OLEDs, there's still a risk of permanent burn-in, but it won't be an issue if you watch varied content. Unfortunately, the keyboard feels rather uncomfortable to type on due to its cramped layout and high operating force, and the touchpad is small and sometimes unresponsive. The upside is that the type cover keyboard comes with the device, so you don't have to spend extra for it.